Few verses are more quoted than Matthew 7:1. Judge not, lest ye be judged. The verse is almost always misquoted and misused. As far as I can tell, no English translation has the words in this fashion. This verse is almost always quoted or misquoted in a judgmental fashion, and with the understanding that the verse gives an absolute injunction against ever expressing a judgment. So because of this verse, so many people say in the Bible, you can't use discernment. You can't judge, right? You have to be tolerant. You have to be politically correct. You can't be judgy. That's not what this verse is saying at all. Okay. The answer to that question comes simply by looking to some other scriptures. For instance, Matthew 7, verse 15. Beware of the false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. Ephesians 5:11. Do not participate in the unfruitful deeds of darkness, instead, even expose them. How are we going to do that if we're not judging or using judgment or discernment? 2 Thessalonians 3:6. Now we command you, brethren, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, that you keep away from every brother who leads an unruly life, and not according to the tradition which you received from us. How are we going to do that if we don't judge the situation? Now I urge you, brethren, keep your eye on those who cause dissensions and hindrances contrary to the teaching which you've learned, and turn away from them. Romans 16, verse 17. How can we fulfill, here's the question, how can we fulfill any of the imperatives of these verses without making some kind of judgment, right? Take, for instance, what you decide to eat for breakfast, or going to a grocery store. You pick up the cereal box, you look at the cereal box, and you say, well, should I be eating this or not? Then you flip it over and you look at the cereal box. You're making judgments. Okay, is this healthy? Does this have gluten in it? Is this organic? Does this have too much sugar? Should I eat this cereal? Should I buy this cereal? You're making a judgment about something that we do every single day. We make judgments every single day. We discern every single day. And the same is true for us in the spiritual realm. We have to make biblical sound judgments. So one would simply have to choose total denial of these scriptures to hold any kind of teaching that judge not of Matthew 7, verse 1 was an absolute for all times, places, and circumstances. The teaching then must be that there are certain kinds of judgments we are not supposed to make, or judgment in a certain way which we should avoid. An understanding of the context and other scriptures that warn about wrong judgment provide the only way to properly interpret the verse. So I encourage you, brothers and sisters, it's kind of a lengthy article. Go check that out at my Substack, Judge Not, Lest Ye Be Judged.